Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Today we're going to see about static local function. Local function is an excellent feature introduced in C# 7. What it means here is you can actually declare a function inside a function. Just compare with subsections in the paragraph where you can have a small paragraph inside a paragraph. So what we did is, one of the advantages of using this local function is it actually keeps your code clean, and also to do with access modifier. Just take an example. You have a class and it's got multiple private members, but if you want to introduce a new member, but that logic inside the member is only consumed by one member, and you don't want any other members within the class to know what it does. So in that instance, you would declare the logic as a local function inside the main member. In C# 8, they've introduced something called static local function. So what is the static local function? Let's quickly have a look. Static local function, why we need this? If we want the local function not to capture any references of a variable within enclosing scope. So what does it mean? Say, just take an example, you have a member and it's got some local variables, and you declare a local function for that member inside the member, and that local function starts consuming the variables of the parent member. What it does is it actually holds reference in the memory, but if you don't want those references to be held in the memory by local function, then you declare it as static. Let's see in action how we can do this. Right, for this demo purpose, I'm going to use VS Code because it's quite a simple demo. So let me quickly go and create a folder called static local function. And let me just create a class called calculator. Okay, just going to do it from scratch here. Class calculator. And it's probably just called just make it internal. Okay, so it's internal. And I'm just going to call a method just called it's going to be internal as well. Calculate time to work. That's fine. Okay. Now let's just come up with some variables like got int a, let's do int b, and let's have int c. Oops, sorry, 20 there. And C, let's say int C is so. Right, so let's declare a local function here. Let's say functions basically it's in type, and sum, which is going to be a plus b. It's very simple logic. There's nothing else to understand with this. Right, so then what you can do is you're going to return C. Right, just look at this. This is very simple. Nothing to explain. Just you take a, b, c is the sum, and the sum is basically a local function. A local function is it's an excellent feature introduced in C# 7. When the programmer wants to write a function but not to be consumed by any other method within the class, then local function is an excellent feature to use. It's by default private, so it can't be consumed outside, and it can also not be consumed by any members within the class as well. Alright, so this is great. So you've got, but now in C#8 they've introduced something called static local function, which I've explained in the previous slide. So what this does is, let me quickly write another method here, which is internal int calculator with static this time. It's static. Just no, it's not a meaningful name, but just for demo purpose, just trying to keep it as simple as possible. Now, what you do here is you're just going to do int c. Well, it's going to take in params. Let's say you're going to pass in a and e here. So this is going to do exactly the same thing. It's going to call another function called sum, and this sum is going to take in b. Now this time I'm going to declare the same local function, but a little bit differently. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So let me first start off with doing this normal function here, static sum. So this is still taking a parameter as well. So we'll take int again. Just going to take an int e. And so it's going to just return a plus b. That's what it's going to do. A plus b. And let's just return c. Right, great. If you see this, it's the same thing. But what we can do here is we can actually introduce a static here. And the compiler will be really happy. The reason being here is we are not bringing in any local references from this method itself. We are just passing in the parameters from the actual member into the local function. So we're not actually doing any passing in any local reference within the member into this function. So static is allowed. Whereas if we do static here, and straight away a compiler is not happy about it, and it gives you very useful information saying a static local function cannot contain a reference to a. So that's it. Yeah, so this is an excellent feature in C#8. I'll explain in the previous slide why it's an excellent feature, and this is a quick demo to show you how it works in the code.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to it. Please also do leave your comments, and your comments are really appreciated, which will actually give me room to improve my future videos. Once again, thanks for watching.